Hello.
To Marital Hate. 4 people are already here. What is wrong with you people?
I don't
What's
know.
wrong with you?
They come early and they
You're
stay
crazy.
late. Is what they do.
Welcome to Marital Hate. I am Stacy.
I'm Douglas.
We are married, but we do not hate each other.
Not today, at least.
Not even a little today.
Mm.
Yesterday, a little annoyed with him, but today I love him again.
Maybe later.
I never.
Day ain't over.
No, I'm going into the bedroom. We're going to have the sex that we didn't have this morning. Apparently being like, okay, you get it hard. I'm too tired to move.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
You came over, you touched me,
did,
and I was like, okay, if you want to fuck, we can.
Yeah, but you didn't have it.
I wasn't awake yet.
Yeah, well.
I just didn't have a lot of energy.
How about you get awake, bitch?
But I would have. I would have perked up. I would have perked up.
Well, I bet you would have.
You laid the dick down, Daddy.
Well, okay. Well, this is our nightly podcast, folks.
Oh yeah. If you are not prepared to be horrified, you shouldn't be here.
You should go prepare and come back.
You're a nice person. Not for you. If you have a twisted sense of humor,
maybe for you.
Fucked up.
Maybe for you.
You will make friends. The people that come to this podcast are the coolest people on the fucking planet. They've all become friends with one another. I'm waiting for them to have a cookout every summer that we're not invited to.
Be like a fan fest. No,
like
you guys can't come.
Like StacyCon, except not in Rhode Island. Please don't have it in Rhode Island. It's the worst place.
You know what? It's the smallest state in the union, right?
I didn't mind Rhode Island until recently.
So
no, I could do without it. Okay, so we're live interactive podcast. So if you comment and you're on YouTube or Facebook, we can pull your comment up on screen
and converse with you
and include you in part of the conversation, like such. That's like a demonstrated viewer comment.
That is
not
a
real one. That's
headphones.
Just a generic one. StreamYard's the platform we use to multi-stream. It's pretty good. It's not perfect, but we like it.
Stream you.
In any case, we put your comment up on screen. If you happen to watch on Instagram, can't pull your comments up on screen. Same thing with Twitter, but we're glad you're there. We're glad you're watching.
Yeah.
Like, share, follow, subscribe.
Check it out.
I think the best way to watch us, Facebook and YouTube, you can pull your comments up on screen. We recently got shut down on Facebook and we just got back on. So
we fought the good fight, people.
So we're increasing our viewership and our follows and our posts and our engagement all the time, trying to make the podcast as good for you as humanly possible. And as horrifying as humanly possible. I think we're making some good progress. But anyway, Marital Hate on YouTube. If you all of our socials are on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
If you like, share, follow, comment, whatever, we follow back. Number one. Number two, if you have some sort of a business or idea that you'd like to promote, it's an open forum. Just go to YouTube.
And especially if you have some messed up comment to make, which would be
we like fucked up comments and we like supporting small businesses. Speaking of fucked up comments, I don't know if this is a fucked up comment.
I don't know.
I haven't read it yet. This is our friend Ann. She says Ann was actually our first guest ever on the podcast.
Yeah,
she's like the Betsy Ross.
She was at our house and we had to do the podcast, so she was either being a guest or she was going to be sitting over there in a chair by herself for an hour.
Ann always surprises me, and in the best possible ways.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Or you sound like Zach now. No, she's just, she's very thoughtful and she has good ideas.
She's very nice.
Yeah, I find her to be charming. She says, "Hey guys, just saying hello. I may not watch much because I'm stoned like crazy and it's early. Doug, listening to the new album, it's sick. Good.
Wow.
Thank you. High praise.
What I should do is get everybody stoned and then they'll listen to it and they'll think it's better than it is.
Well, I've listened to it both stoned and not stoned, and I have enjoyed it both ways.
Really?
I've listened to it. I believe I also listened to it on mushrooms once. I listened to Perfectville on mushrooms.
Huh?
So there you go. So yeah, drugs.
It'll definitely improve.
With any sort of inebriation. I don't think it improves. I think all music improves if you're on pot or mushrooms, unless you're having a bad experience. But I think it's more about being mindful and in the moment. And so cannabis and shrooms allow you to be more in the moment and present. So I would argue that because you're able to be more in the moment, but you could acquire the same thing with meditation, mindfulness, quiet.
Well, I will say this, that
perhaps a sound bath.
I don't
think you guys want to be all rubbing yourself with my husband's music.
Oh, that was lightning.
There's the first lightning strike of the night. Wouldn't it be funny if one of us got struck by lightning tonight?
No, would not be funny.
We're coming to you live from Cape Coral,
where there's incoming
there was a
weather.
Tornado watch. I don't know if that's still a thing. 15 people watch, and I wonder how many of them are from Cape.
Let's see.
Let's see. Everybody's coming
in. That's the rain that's coming at us. We're the dot, and it's coming.
Coming in hot. There's the lightning warning because the baseball field's over there, so they kick the kids off the field so they don't get electrocuted.
Don't get electrocuted.
Speaking of kids in town and fucking troubles, so there was this young girl, I forget her name already, and the girl that was shot, apparently she'd gone to the movies with her friends, and the mom had dropped her off the movies, and mom gets a call from the daughter, and she's like, it's the friend, and the daughter's there, and she can hear her daughter in the background saying she's going to die. Absolutely tragic. They still have no idea who did it, but the kid that they arrested was the driver of the car. So I don't know what the fuck this was. I don't know if it was gang related or what it was, but we don't know. That's the key point. And but
we do know it was a tragedy.
It's a tragedy. Let's focus on this young girl. And her mom made her first statement today and said that there's not a moment that goes by that she doesn't think of her daughter. I go through the same thing. Obviously, my situation is slightly different. My kids don't talk to me. I think about my kids every minute of the day. I can't imagine if something happened to one of them. And one of my best friends has lost 2 children, and I have another friend that's lost a baby, and of course I have a lot of friends that have lost babies or miscarried, which there's just fucking nothing worse. There's just absolutely nothing worse. I can't. I couldn't. Parents aren't supposed to bury their kids, so keep that family in their prison, and just like everybody in general. It was funny because today I went to my midweek group at the center. I go to the Center for Spiritual Living. We started going like a month ago. Now it's like a thing. And I don't even know where I was going with this, but
losing kids, burying a kid. Something.
No, but like I can't tell you anything anybody said.
No, I know you can't. Yeah.
Even remotely related to that, but it just I've had it's given me a newfound perspective. But I had something specific I was going to say that I thought of and I forget, so I'll come back to it. Anne says the music is richer and you hear each instrument.
That happens to me on nitrous when I go to the dentist. I put it on the headphones and I can pick out.
Do weed. You can't like just start. Nitrous oxide is going to kill your brain cells.
It's not a poisonous mushroom.
Oh my God. Donna says, hi from Great Wolf Lodge in Fitchburg, Mass.
What's up, Wolfie?
It's funny you should say that. Happy birthday to Kana. You guys, her grandson's name is Connor, but you have to say Kana because they're from Boston.
It's Quana. It's like you got to get an in the Quana. Quana.
I was going to call you today, but I didn't want to interrupt your little vacation.
Get off the table, Quana.
Family time.
You're going to hurt yourself.
You're going to start doing the Jonna and Don impression? No. He does what we call Jonna, which is half John, half Donna.
Well, when you talk... Well, you say the words of Donna, but you say it in the John voice.
But with the accent.
I'm going to beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
John would never beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
And he would never say that.
Donna would. Donna will kick all your asses. By the way, she's like this big. She's like this big. Bludgeoned a man with a hammer once. I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
Don't fuck with my girl.
Just gonna go allegedly.
And today
they could use this in court.
I was talking to somebody about ending up in a prison, and all I could think about was Donna the whole time because my only hope if I go to prison is that Donna is there to protect me. Donna also says losing a kid is dreadful, but 2 kicks you in the ass. I've lived this. I actually mentioned you. I didn't mention your name, Donna, but I said I have a very close friend who lost 2 kids, and Donna, there's so many things about you that inspire me. One, I wish I had half the determination that Donna has when someone has wronged her.
No.
I don't like.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to hold on to the anger and the sad feelings, but I wish sometimes I would be better at standing up for myself because I don't always do that because I'm like, well,
yeah. Right.
I just got fucked. I can either waste my energy fighting this person or moving forward, but there are definitely and most of the time it's not worth my energy, but sometimes it is. And when it is, I wish I was more like Donna. But she's just, she's the woman is all heart. And I don't think you can ever fault anybody who's all heart. That's why you and Donna get along so well. I think you're both, I'm all heart too.
I get to a point where I want to beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker. I don't think I'd ever do it, but
but Donna would.
I get mad enough. But that's what Donna's here for. Vacation is community service, having drinks, and weed helps.
There you go.
Excellent.
It's community service. Having drinks and weed helps. Well, anytime you do anything with your family, it can be overwhelming. Tracy says the whole light out late is giving me issues and being on time for your podcast. But hi, peeps, love y'all. Do you need me to call you every night?
Yeah, you need a reminder. You want to set an alarm?
Maybe we can get you like a vibrator that's remotely controlled and give you a little zip zip. You know it's time. What? Why can't I give Tracy? Because she's your former colleague. Are you planning on working with her again?
She's a valued friend.
A valued friend.
You want to value your friends with a vibrating
I can't think of a better way to value your friends. If you all want to value me, let me know. Donna says, oh no you don't, but I've learned by my past, but when shit affects my kids I go postal. I love you guys, I miss you. Yeah, I'm same. And you know what I have been feeling like for quite so many years now about some shit and how it's affected my children. But sometimes there's not shit you can do but wait for the next life, for things to change, for a fucking miracle. I don't know.
So just so you guys know, we're like going to be intermittent pouring and not pouring like for the next.
Yeah. So if you can't hear us, let us know. If I'm screaming too loud, let us know.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what I did, but my thumb is fucking killing me.
You threatened to stick your thumb up my butt the other day, and you never did.
Punishing? You want me to do it right now?
No, but I think that's.
We're gonna check for your prostate.
That was your. That was your.
Donna, book your next trip. We miss you. We've been saying how many times have we said lately we need to Jason to visit. Yeah. Tracy says, and plus I'm gonna drag you. Can I take Donna to the center?
Those fucking weirdos.
Tracy says it runs in Donna's family. I went to school with her cussing, who is just as genuine as Donna. I'm pretty sure she meant cousin, but cussing and cousin in the case of Donna.
Yeah, well, that works.
If you cuss as much as we do, that's true. I never said cuss. We said swear.
Swearing usually.
Or curse.
Yeah. She would.
At Great Wolf Vacation. It's no vacation. Then why are you there?
Yeah, what the hell?
Crazy lady?
Living in a bag.
She doesn't live in a bag. Oh. She lives in a house and sometimes in an RV, but she wants to get rid of the RV. What's up with the RV, Donna?
Story.
I thought we were all going to get you, me, the OG lesbies camping. But we don't have a camper. Trace says, oh, I would like that reminder. Oh, I can do that.
She just has to go to Amazon.
I'll just go on Amazon
and set up some sort of Bluetooth situation, and then.
Donna says this guy here had man boobs and nipples, and he was taking the ball from the little kids. I wanted to say, take a break and go pump those things. They're full. Let me just read that again. This guy here had man boobs and nipples. Everyone has nipples, Donna. Everyone. And he was taking the ball from the little kids. Not okay.
Not okay.
I wanted to say, take a break and go pump those things up. They're full. Oh, she meant the tits were full. Like he was like nursing.
Here's the thing. Maybe he had some sort of developmental situation and he didn't know how to properly play with it.
But Donna has a developmental situation that enables her to go berserk on people who piss her off. Yeah. And if he took the ball from little kids, Donna is going to beat him with a motherfucker.
With one of the little kids.
And she says, don't dare me. Jason Goose said, wait, amateur prostate exams. Okay,
you missed Jason, it was the other episode.
Jason,
she starts singing where is Thumbkin, and then turns that into some sort of prostate stimulation to one of our viewers.
Where is Thumbkin? Up your bum, checking Dave Ethier's prostate.
Oh, it was Dave, yeah.
Checking Dave's prostate up your bum. And then Doug said, your thumb isn't going to reach the prostate. And I said, bet. And so we forgot that night, and I'm willing to do it live here on the internet for you.
I didn't sign up for this.
Bend over.
I didn't sign up for this.
These people are waiting. Just come on. Just a little.
It's raining out. I can't.
It's raining out. I can't. I'm gonna start giving you those excuses for why I don't do shit. Jason,
just so you know, don't watch your show.
Jason, Doug's mom is gonna come back from the dead. She's ashes.
No.
Elon Musk is going to get her pregnant with a half whale, killer whale, half human. I don't know if you knew that. And he's going to live in the ocean because Elon wants to get him back and do experiments on him. But then he's going to want an adaptable vehicle so he can come visit us, and I'll be in my menstruation tank, and sometimes we'll fuck.
She just summed up the last 6 episodes of this podcast, so no need to go back and watch.
Yeah, you don't need to watch them. We just cleared that up for you. Jason, I know you met me and you may have thought to yourself, wow, this lady's a little quirky, but she seems nice. What do you think now, Jason? Jason really wants something put on his head. I can tell you that much. He was actually on vacation, posting pictures. And
he's living the life.
That bridge is practically.
Don't worry about us.
That bridge is practically on your head, Jason. You just need to just go to sleep. And although I don't think we should be joking about bridges being on people's heads.
No, you should not.
And I saw an interesting. Actually, somebody was telling me today about the guy they interviewed the last guy that went over.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't click on it.
I didn't watch it, but I heard good things. Donna says yes, she's the best. She lost her daughter to I was there for her. I don't know who we're talking about, but and she says my grandson's birthday, that's why I'm here. I know it's Connor's birthday. Connor's 4.
Connor.
Is he 4? Is he 4 or 3?
I think he's 3.
Is he 3 or is he 4?
Maybe he's 4. I gotta look it up.
Donna says it's April vacation anywhere. It's crazy busy here. Most April breaks are late April. We just had our break, just passed. Jason Goose says prostate, porpoise, purpose. Let me just tell you.
That's a marketing tagline. I've ever heard one.
Prostate, propose.
Propose.
Just a little hybrid, ladies.
That's lightning.
Hybrid.
Little lightning.
Would you like to know what a hybrid is?
No, you don't want to.
Donna says I can't tell you. Donna says baby owls yet. Not on our street.
No, some.
But
some
every
in town.
time somebody posts pictures in town, I send them to you.
I've been looking.
What we did have today was a massive fucking rattlesnake somebody found. That thing was huge.
It was big. It was big around.
We have rattlesnakes. You're more than in Southwest Florida. You're never more than 50 feet away from a rattlesnake.
Like right now, we're in danger right now. Could be one on our little couch over here. You don't know.
In any case, we haven't had any run-ins with rattlesnakes, but when we went on the Everglades tour, the guy got mad at me. He's like, "Stay the fuck away from the grass." I'm not worried.
Well, the previous tour that they had, there was one right in the.
Well, they had to med flight somebody at one point.
Okay.
So Donna says, I was talking to my cousin. She lost her daughter. Tracy knows her.
Oh, okay. All right. Now we know what you're talking about.
Donna says they're sterile owls. They're not sterile. They haven't been born yet.
No. Some 8 eggs.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with this weather because it was a tornado warning.
I think we're good. I think it's just going to be rain. I can put on my alerts. Hang on.
There's some lightning right there.
There's a little lightning.
Blame it on the rain, like Milli Vanilli. I have a whole bunch of stuff to share tonight.
We'll bring it.
Okay. Well, look at this. We're up to 28 people.
28 people tune in to hear about thumbs.
We do this super inappropriate podcast every night. You should only be watching if you're incredibly fucked up. And I don't mean fucked up like you're on drugs. I mean, that helps too. But like if you're not a fucked up person, we don't want to warp your fragile little mind. And if you're a child,
you do go to bed.
Best kid ever. You should not be watching this.
Go to bed.
Go to sleep. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff that that I wanted to cover. What are you doing?
I was just laughing at Jason Goo's comment.
What did Jason Goo say? Pull it up.
He said, Florida man trains rattlesnakes to conduct prostate check. That would be that's about as Florida as it gets.
Can't complain about that.
And then Donna says they ate the eggs because the eggs are too expensive. And Tracy has been up since 5:30 a.m. because of her phone and TV going off for tornado warnings until 8 a.m. Yeah, I actually when I woke up this morning, I looked at the radar in your neck of the woods up there in Paramaracas, Georgia.
What did you call this?
Paramaracas. It might be one word. It might be two. I don't know.
You will be 4 tomorrow.
So I was thinking about you guys. Hopefully you didn't get hammered too hard.
I have to pull the whole thing up. It's a whole process.
Well, it is a process.
It's a journey process, as Doug would say.
Well, it is a journey process. So every once in a while, like a word or a phrase will become vernacular, specifically in the office place, like pivot, brief huddle, things of that nature. But one of the shows we watched, they were always talking about how it was a journey and all this stuff, and how it was a process.
Everything's a process.
Now it's a process.
People say their dreadlock journey or their
and then one of the ladies called her a prostitute, and the other one called her a whore. So then the other one said she was a prostitution whore, which is one of my favorite go-to.
And he also likes Fuck the Manzos. Those are both from the Real Housewives in New Jersey, and there is lightning.
Lightning.
Okay, so I agree, fuck the Manzos, but I'd start with, I don't know. Chris is the cute one, I think.
I don't know. I don't know. I know that lady with the red hair.
That's Carolyn Manzo. Oh, we could do a Jersey Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh, you could,
Mary Fuck Kill. I don't even remember what our Mary Fuck Kill was today, but we'll go back to it. Yeah. So Tracy's, you read Tracy's thing? Okay, cool. Did. So this comment, I like to bring deviled eggs to a party because it's not for everyone, but people who like deviled eggs will be like, hell yeah, deviled eggs.
That's right.
No, we are not like hell yeah, deviled eggs. It's deviled eggs, motherfucker. We love deviled eggs. How often do we eat them?
Lots.
So, we are planning the first annual Sanibel Deviled Egg Festival.
We are. They don't know about it yet.
Sometime in August on the beach in Sanibel, we'll just have a deviled egg festival, me and Doug.
Because nothing goes better with sand
and the eggs. Blazing hot Florida sun.
Yeah, than an egg and mayonnaise.
But I had deviled eggs at a potluck recently, and they were
not as good as mine.
Subpar. And it's not that your deviled eggs aren't good. It's just that he makes mine with goat cheese.
Goat cheese or Boursin cheese.
Boursin cheese. Like I'm getting cheese filled.
So it's up, your eggs here from your normal eggs, and then I go up here.
But we have a new rule that is whenever there are deviled eggs available, you must eat them.
Yeah. It's like a thing.
You got to tell them our new deviled. We have comments.
Well, we have Dave is just joining in.
Dave,
April, is April busy in
prostate.
South Florida? Also prostate talk. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about the prostate tonight with thumbs, specifically your prostate, Dave. I think that's where my wife came up with I am. Stick it up your bum. Stick it up your bum.
You're all clear. You're all clear.
So there you go. There you have. There's the song. Tracy made out okay with the weather today, and Jason says a 42-minute deviled egg flash mob. Serve safe approved.
Oh,
even in the heat.
Jason, you are a man of genius.
I think
real man of genius.
Deviled egg man.
So, tell them how you make your deviled eggs.
Just you know what?
What's the new hack?
The new hack? Oh, the new hack
Costco.
Is you put them in when the water's boiling. Throw a little baking soda in there. They peel like a dream.
No.
That's the thing.
That's not the thing.
Oh, there was another hack.
A better hack that he's skipping entirely.
Costco sells hard-boiled eggs like in a big box.
Organic, whole, peeled, deviled eggs.
They're not deviled. They're just hard-boiled.
Hard-boiled.
And then I take them and do magic with them. I do magic.
He does magic.
Yeah.
You can do magic.
You can have anything your heart desires.
Magic.
Wait.
1, did I say anything? 2, first serious check. We just want you to know
it's a service here
that I'm thinking of you. I will always think of you. And Tracy says, great song. I disagree with you. I think that song is boring as shit.
Sounds like something you'd hear at the dentist.
In 1985.
Yeah, and when I was going to the dentist back in the day.
That's the kind of shit you're going to get Muzak of now. Jason Goose says the Costco eggs are a gift from God. Yeah, right. I fucking love Costco in so many ways, but those eggs really do save you a lot of aggravation. So now you know.
And now we're out of
them.
So now we're going to go stock up.
Well, we got to go back to Costco. Saturday seems like a good time to do that. And then, of course, we have tonight's what do you want to call it? Thumbnail.
This is it looks like a Christmas card of some sort.
If people in Japan put fish on their puss.
What it was like how they put your feet in and the fish eat the dead skin off your feet. She was thinking that in Japan maybe people did that to their little
wait a second,
lady parts.
Hang on a second. When you were talking about your menstruation tank.
Oh, and you might have, if last night, if you didn't,
you're gonna have to watch the whole episode. But
I invented a genius idea.
I was talking
about
the
menstruation tank.
Lightning. I was talking about how Hasidic Jews, they don't sleep. The wives have to sleep in a different bed when they have their period, and that they can go to this spa-like place and get all washed up and whatnot. And Doug thought that was a great idea, so he invented the menstruation tank that you keep in your garage, and you go in it when you're menstruating.
Like Tom Hanks and Splash has to stand in that tank. That's basically what we're doing.
Talked about the various accessories that it would have, and one of the things Doug suggested is that there's going to be sticky feet things on the ground.
Yeah,
like gravel, like a fish tank, and a catfish that would eat all the algae. And then he started talking about the little fish suckers that they use for your pedicures. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, what if you sat in there? Has anybody ever done that? And I said I didn't want one to chew on my roast beef. And anyway, I was wondering if anybody in Japan had put fish on their puss. And Doug said Japan does some weird stuff.
Yeah, they have some weird ass vending machines.
He talked about the vending machines. Like yeah. Speaking of foreign countries doing weird ass fucking shit. Yep. Therapist, Polish Easter food isn't real. It can't hurt you. Poland. I've had many a meal with many a Pole.
Can you zoom in on that with the magnifying glass?
There? It looks a lot like you. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I don't know what is happening there.
Like you can those are almost deviled eggs, motherfucker. But
like kind of like hard-boiled. But I don't know what it's wrapped in. Is that wrapped in some sort of gelatinous mass?
Yeah, it's in a. It's like an aspic kind of.
Weird
gelatin situation with some.
But the placement of those peas or the edamame, whatever that is, those.
Well, my disappointment is in the fact that it's lean. Like
it was leaning there.
But they have not propped it up from the other side.
So if it was going the other way, it would look like Jabba the Hutt.
Can I get invited to a meal where this is served, please?
Like I want to say like you pop that thing with one of those sticks, and it oozes out aspics.
I can't. I don't even know what that is, but we got some comments. So it looks like a Jello mold with not good stuff in it. It looks like a combination of that like clear human body thing.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah,
in a Jello mold.
It also looks like if you have like almost like a see-through or white trash bag, and you can kind of see stuff through the trash bag when you're taking it out to the curb. That's kind of what it looks like.
Trey says this is a great thumbnail. She was referring to the previous picture. Queers are playing in Cambridge tonight with Muck and Myers. Didn't go. We didn't.
Queers with JJ probably, right? At least he used to be in that band.
Queers is the name of a band.
Yes, and Muck and the Myers is also they're a good
based
band.
On their gender identity. And Tracy says it looks like a Jello mold with not good stuff in it. Well, listen.
It's got a pretty mouth, though.
Let me ask you this. It's got pretty. What's wrong with you? All right. What is wrong with my husband is that. Do you find this creation to be sexually attractive? Would you stick your dick in it?
It is.
Would you stick your dick in it?
It is about as attractive as Nicole Jr. on that show.
Nicole Jr. was from Love After Lockup, season 5. It was like this miniature torso that this guy would have sex with, but the boobs were like the size of my boobs, and the ass was like the size of my ass. But the
whole thing was the size of a baby. It was very wrong.
It was like a baby with tits and a monster ass on it that the man had sex with, and then he had a funeral for it, and a Viking funeral, and it was crazy.
So it's in some pond somewhere.
You think that we're fucked up? There's people more fucked up than we are. You got a comment?
That mouth is not coming anywhere near this mouth.
I'm fine with the mouth, but you put your dick in there and you got those sticks going in. That's not going to feel good. Everything else looks like it might feel nice. Bless you.
Thank you.
You think you're allergic?
I might be allergic to aspic.
I thought this was really cool. I saw it this afternoon, and I'm always focused on trying to be the best I can be, and my spirituality and who I am. Fear is trying to tell you. I thought this was interesting. Fear is trying to tell you you're being challenged to grow. So if you're afraid to do something, that means you need to.
Or there's a bear chasing you, or a bee, or a rattlesnake. Am I messing with your mojo?
Yeah, you do that
okay,
sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Bitter. Well, I'm trying to be. I'm having a serious moment.
Okay, all right.
Shh. So maybe you would like to think of an example where you had been fearful, like perhaps releasing an album that took forever.
I was fearful of that.
Then why the fuck didn't you do it?
Because I was. Well, actually, I was fearful. I was fearful that it didn't sound good, like in the quality department.
And what have you been told?
I got one email saying, vocals are a little tinny.
And what about all the positive?
So I said, "Fuck you, man."
And what about all the positive comments?
Shit.
And what about all the positive
comments? I got a lot of positive comments.
Oh, so you got one? So y'all, for the 500 people or whatever it is that have bought Doug's new album, songs 1 to 10, available on all of the music streaming places, like just anywhere. You just go on Spotify, Doug Gear.
Just go and buy the album.
1 through 10.
Doug Gear. Thank you.
Buy it or stream it repeatedly. We don't care. I'd rather
no, buy it. I get more money that way.
You don't understand. You don't get more money that way because if somebody buys it once, they were only buying it once. If they stream it and they add it to their library,
if they buy it and I get the $10 or whatever, it would take me 100 years to make. Every time you stream a song, I get 0.00023 cents per stream.
Yes.
So far, if I do my math right, I think I've made 15 cents on the stream so far.
Okay.
So I'm in the
till the end of time.
Yeah, till the end of time.
So somebody adds you to their playlist once, you get that till the end of time.
Yeah. So do both. Download it.
Yeah, buy it and listen to it
wherever you
Just set every device
Get one in your
home.
Kitchen. You have one of those fridges. You set your fridge
on a loop, and your phone on a loop, your Nintendo on a loop, your TV on a loop. That way we can get a little money.
So Jason says someone's listening on their IKEA Bluetooth speaker, and Doug's the tinny one. Okay, good point by you.
I appreciate
you. Good point by you.
I listen, everybody. This is the problem with being married to this man, who I love very much, is that he will remember the one person that said his voice sounded tinny, as opposed to the 300 people that have been like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" The people that have shared it, they're like, "This is fantastic." So fuck that guy.
But you're right; they're listening to it on an IKEA Bluetooth speaker.
Who is it that said that?
My cousin Keith.
Oh,
we were kind of talking about recording quality and things like that, and so it's like, yeah, vocals are a little.
Shout out to Nikki Baroni 1 over on Instagram. Hey Nikki. Hey, so Instagram is the worst platform. Well, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. So we're gonna get kicked off square at 9 o'clock. And here's the crazy fucking thing. I had a shitload of people watching us on Twitter X, and we got booted off. I have no idea why.
Damn it. It's because we were bad mouthing Elton John there.
So I think Elon Musk. I just have to engage with more content.
I just called Elon Musk Elton John.
I think I have to engage with more content, but I could be wrong. So Nikki, we get shut off at Instagram at 9 o'clock, and we can't pull your comments up on the screen, but we'd love to have you over on YouTube at Marital Hate.
Nikki,
it's the best place to watch. So you pull the so then if you're feeling bitter, there's a deeper lesson that you need to understand.
Excellent.
And I've seen that in my own life. Resentment is trying to tell you I need to work on transmuting your victim mentality.
I've never seen that word transmuting before. Has anybody else seen that word?
Should we look it up?
I'm sure it's a word. I've never seen it. And I'm wicked smart. Transmuting. To change in form, nature, or substance. Oh, excellent. Maybe I'm not that smart.
I don't know, but if you continue to have that accent, you're going to be smacked in the head by your wife. I don't know why I have that there. Okay. So discomfort says this is an opportunity for you to shift your focus. Anger is telling you need to have learn how to accept the situation at hand.
Donna.
Disappointment is telling you need to learn how to let go. Guilt is telling you you're not aligned with your values. Shame is telling you need to work on your self-worth. Regret is telling you there's an opportunity to change course. Anxiety is telling you need to learn to quiet your mind. And sadness is trying to tell you need to pay attention to what's lacking. I just listen, if I were you, I would screenshot this. I saved it myself. I just thought, like, when I'm having those feelings, like not knowing what to do. So if I can identify a feeling, right? Like, we don't all have a therapist at the ready.
Well, you can if you have, what is that? Feelgood.com or whatever app.
I don't know that it really works that way, but I will say that, sometimes you just need to stop and think about how you're feeling and why you feel that way and what you can do about it to change your state.
I think
gratitude is always a good answer.
Oh, for sure. I don't know if I think they're all good. Sadness, you need to pay attention to what's lacking. Sometimes you're sad about something like that is lacking.
Yeah. Well,
so you need to pay attention to it.
So what can you do to fill that? Like, for example, one of the things for us is like when we moved to Florida, we love it here, but like one of the things that was lacking is that we didn't have like much of a sense of community. So what did we do? We started the podcast. We started to go to a church. We went to see the Bills backers. We went to the New Englanders of Southwest Florida. We did all kinds of cool shit.
Met some people.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think. What are you doing?
Nothing. I was just making sure that.
Making sure that was what?
I was seeing if they were on. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. Just
I'm waiting for you to say anything. I was done. I pulled all of my things, so I was waiting for you to say something, but you were looking at your phone.
You were still talking. I don't know what. I don't have anything. Right.
You have nothing.
I have my news stories.
Okay. Well, I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about. So today we're I had an epiphany in the middle. So I go to this group. Yeah. So the CSL, the Center for Spiritual Living, which is like. I always call it a church cult when I talk to my friends. It's not a cult. It's not Scientology, but it's not a church. And it's like you can be whatever religion and go there. And everybody's just kind of like, oh, we mutually respect one another. We just want to be better people. And they follow the book Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. I haven't even gotten into that yet, but what I will tell you is that everything that I've experienced so far aligns with my values. So it's been really great. So we go on Sundays, and then I went for the midweek tune-up. And, of course, we do reading out of the Science of Mind magazine. Then, we do a meditation. We pray in, we check in with everybody, whatever, we go around the circle. But at some point during the evening, I had where, people are telling their different stories, but I had an epiphany, as we were discussing what we read, because it's like a Bible study almost, but not, right? And so we were discussing what we
without
read.
the Bible.
Well, sometimes we'll have a Bible verse. Sometimes we have things.
Some sort of verse. Okay.
They could be from anywhere.
I gotcha.
So we were discussing it, and I had an epiphany that I need to go F myself. And by F myself, what I mean is forgive.
Oh, look at how I see what you did there.
Go F yourself. And it just kind of stuck with me. And Trace says, I like the emotional thoughts here. Yeah, I think we all have to be, kind of mindful of our emotional state. And I think that, when you can master your emotions, you can master your life. And so that's what I'm shooting for. And in any case, it's something that I'll always joke around, go fuck yourself, or I'll just go fuck myself then. And I'm going to, now I'm going to start saying, I'm going to go F myself. I'm going to forgive myself. And it's so funny now, because I keep saying to people, when they are beating themselves up, I'm like, go F yourself. What? Because it's kind of, but it I think it's amusing because okay, so you do this thing where you talk negatively about yourself. I think we all do it to some extent, but some people do it more than others. And I will bring you the king. You're the king. I made you king. And and we said he tried to put you in a fish tank because you were bleeding.
The shoe fits.
So here's my point.
Tank it.
So you're already shitting on yourself. You're saying terrible things to yourself. My music sounds tinny, or I have lady legs, or whatever craziness it is. You're saying about yourself.
Oh, okay.
I don't have lady legs.
I have lady legs.
No, I know, but I don't. So it's
slender.
Really kind of bullshit. In any case,
pencil.
I'm gonna say go after yourself.
I'm gonna forgive myself for having lady legs.
No, but forgive yourself for being mean to yourself.
Oh.
Forgive yourself for believing negative things about you. Forgive yourself for believing that you're anything less than perfect. Perfectly imperfect. I mean, think about the things that in our home, the things that we love most in our home, and this may not be you guys, but it's us. Areola. I mean, she's great because her tits are out and everything. Yeah. But why do we love her most of all?
Because she's flawed.
She's flawed. She ain't got no areolas. What we call her areola.
Look like a couple of dot candy, like the dots.
Looks like little gumdrops. They're really not like gumdrops. These are like gumdrops. Those are
yeah, those are
significantly smaller.
Maybe like a half a Skittle. Jason read something today, which he's condensed. It was a condensed thing that he read because it was probably on TikTok. If I can't solve a problem, it's not actually a problem.
Good one.
So what is it?
No, it's not actually my problem.
It's actually my problem. Okay, yeah. It's not actually my problem.
I like that.
So I always break things down. Is this a me problem or a them problem or a they problem or a you problem?
Oh, I hate when that's a you problem when people say that.
Oh, it's rude. I never say it. I
hate it.
But
my friend Zach says it all the fucking time.
But that
sounds like a you problem, and I want to.
But I will use that as sort of a guide to all right. Well, my client's not paying me. Well, is that a me problem? Is that a them problem?
It's definitely an us problem, Jason.
Yeah. Well,
but we're going to send them a demand letter. I meant to do it on Monday. So that'll be a fun thing for me to do tomorrow. Yay. And then I had another note. So anyway, I just what do you need to go F yourself about? Because I think we all have things that we beat ourselves up about.
Watching this podcast?
Yeah, you should definitely.
You need to forgive yourself.
Watching this bad. It's you're allowed to have a vice, having a dark sense of humor, gets some of us through life. That's the only coping mechanism we've got. We don't drink. I smoke weed, but it's for pain. When I don't smoke weed, I take cannabis oil. If I smoke weed, I pee myself. It's fun. Lightning. Doug doesn't.
I got nothing.
Doesn't drink. We do occasionally.
I'm a goody two shoes.
We do occasionally play Powerball, and we have played.
We do. We are. We're gonna win.
We will
That's
be
the lightning striking right here.
We'll be remembering all of our subscribers when we win. I had also. Somebody shared this group with me. I believe it's
never good.
Todd White.
Oh, you had mentioned this to me, but you said, no, I'll wait for the podcast. So here I am. Waiting.
Okay. It's not giving me that fucking window.
I don't know what I just read, but it wasn't good, guys. Like, it's if I yeah.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
What's that headline there? That was a little much. That was all right. Here it is.
There's me talking to OG Lesby Tracy.
Tanky twinks arguing over prolapsing praxis and pee pee poop. That's a lot of peas.
I don't even know what it is, but it's beautiful.
What is a tanky?
It's a not so safe space where you can be a jerk and everyone will just say it's punk. I'll just say it's Mr. Squiggle. That's because it's upside down. Rebecca, oh look, it's Mussolini.
All right, that's a little funny.
I don't know. And then there's this guy with a
fish.
A fish? I don't understand what that is. Now I'm engaged in the fish.
It looks like one of those fish pillows from Bass Pro Shop.
What is he doing to the fish?
I think he's gonna make love to it. I don't know
it's
what
just
he's
live fish cutting skills. I don't like.
Wow. He's gonna cut off a toe. Is what he's gonna do.
They give the bear soy sauce and they dance. I think this. I don't. People liking turtles better than cops will be pleased to learn that a turtle bit off a cop's toe in the Hudson River.
I hate to see anybody injured, but the turtle's just being a turtle.
I would love to tell people that I lost a finger because it was from a turtle. That would be amazing. There's so much lightning and rain. So anyway, I don't know. It's the new group I just joined on Facebook.
All right, that has potential. Yeah.
I think those people are going to be fans of our podcast.
I don't know what a tanky twink. I know what a twink is, but not a tanky. If anybody can help me out with that.
I don't know. Why am I even doing this? So you had some news items.
Oh, I did have some news items. Because I know how everybody loves.
Oh, I still have a
good rescue story. So firefighters in New Jersey rescue a yellow Labrador stuck in a spare tire. Now, I thought it was like going to go around the circle of the tire. They had to pull it out. But no, there he is. Poor bastard.
I saw that.
And so, I don't know. I was just going to see if, see if we can play the 3, 2, 1. Dog stuck with head and tire is
Have
freed.
You watched the video?
No, I haven't.
So they're probably just telling you the story.
There we go. They use soap, oil and soap. What if they use Dawn liquid to try and get them out? Now they're using the welding torch. This is not good. And then after hours.
The poor thing.
How did he get his head stuck in there? See, a cat would never get his head stuck in there.
Cats get their head stuck all the fucking time. What are you talking about?
Look at it. Everybody's so happy.
Congratulations to the firefighters. Thank you for your hard
work. Oh, there he is outside. That's very nice.
We don't really know how they got him out.
So they got him out. Next up, this is actually kind of funny. There's some sort of noxious weed that forced the closure of a park. And it's called I forgot what it was called. The stink net is a is a
see
weed.
What it looks like?
They don't show what it looks like.
I'm looking it up.
Anyways, it's a stink net weed. I don't think they show what it is, but they do show Joe Flaherty, who passed away yesterday.
Go ahead and click.
It has bright yellow blossoms on narrow green stems.
You can take it off. I will show you.
I'm going to, if I can find my window back there. Here we go. So
there you go. Stink net. That's what it looks like.
Stink net. Look at that thing.
It's really pretty.
It looks lovely, but it stinks. It stinks bad.
I think it's really pretty. It's like a cross between like a Forsythia and like an ivory halo red twig dogwood.
And a
sunflower
dandelion.
There you go. Anyway,
the weed has a turpentine-like odor that can cause serious breathing problems and severe skin rashes. That's not good. And then, I found this interesting, and I think our people will also find it interesting. What specifically, Tom Millmore, the best type of nut for snacking, depending on your health goals. Do you have a health goal?
Yeah, no, I'll give you a nut in my mouth.
So, the best options for women's health: pumpkin seeds. They also have
pumpkin seeds are also excellent for parasites.
They have a good amount of zinc.
These two comments. Oh, puppy, and she said, "Oh no, that's not good." And then Jason wants to know: can you smoke strike net and or put it on Doug's head? I don't smoke anything because it makes me pee my pants. If I had some stink net, I would put it on Doug's head.
Yeah, but it smells like turpentine.
That's okay.
I don't want that on me. Thanks for the advice or the encouragement over here,
Jason.
Jason, Goo,
Mr. Goo,
Mr. Goo. Pumpkin seeds contain a composition of nutrients that are supportive of women's health, and they have a good amount of zinc that will play a role in regulating the menstrual cycle, so you can stay out of the tank, or at least schedule your tank. Best nuts for weight loss: sunflower seeds are a great option compared to other nuts. Hemp seeds are a nutritional powerhouse. 10 grams of protein and 3 tablespoons
available
of anti-inflammatory.
At Costco.
Anti-inflammatory and heart-healthy omega-3 fats.
Pistachios.
For blood sugar, you got a blood sugar problem? Pistachio, that bad boy. And then for heart health, apparently walnuts have cardiometabolic protective benefits.
They're also excellent for your brain.
For healthy fats and fiber. And then for brain, walnuts again. Look at you, mixed nuts if you want a little bit of everything, et cetera, et cetera.
The only problem with nuts is you really have to watch your portion size because they can add up fast.
Indeed.
But I'd rather have you eat nuts than sugar. So nut up, motherfuckers.
Nut up.
So I don't know if it's back up again, but one of my C Jamil 3 has joined us over on Instagram.
What's up, C
Instagram
Jamil?
Folks, we're glad you're here. We just want to tell you that Instagram sucks, and you're gonna
get booted in about 12 minutes.
Any minute.
Come on over to YouTube. Come on over to Facebook.
YouTube or Facebook. Our stuff's on the bottom of the screen. It's at Marital Hate. We would love to have you. We like to pull up your comments and join you in the conversation.
So Tracy says, I did not know that pumpkin seeds were a nut. Well,
they're a seed.
They're in the nut aisle.
Okay, so the App Store is back up.
Oh.
But the App Store was down today.
Because?
Don't know. And apparently Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp were down for a bit as well.
Oh.
So
how are people supposed to buy my album if the App Store is down or the music store is down? Buy it. A little heads up for our folks around the way that the new summer flavors of Polar Seltzer are here. We've got a little peach iced tea seltzer, papaya breeze seltzer. We've got a little raspberry limoncello and seaside watermelon punch for the summer from my hometown of Worcester, Mass. My adopted hometown of Worcester, Mass. Polar seltzers are.
Can I tell you a story?
Yes, you may.
A friend of mine, he's like my cousin's stepbrother, Greg. He
This is a totally made up person.
Not a made up person. I can tell you every detail of it. He's very short. He's like, yeah, he's really short. And he played hockey and he skateboarded, but he had knee problems. And his mom used to make him bring his Stridex soap with him everywhere he went. It was a really big deal.
Okay.
Greg, do you have your soap? We all
you got your soap, Greg.
You have your soup. And we all called him Junior because his dad was Greg.
Okay, all right.
And he had the thick Coke bottle glasses, and I think he's dead. Mom. And he's married to, not even married. He was in a relationship with my godmother. And when my mom was pregnant with me, she was trying to hold a large TV in the trunk of his Corvette, and they drove underneath an 18-wheeler. And yeah, it wasn't a good thing. So anyway, back to
quite the story.
Greg Jr. So Junior had a what was this whole conversation about?
The carbonation, the beverages, the polar beverages.
Polar. So yeah, trace misses carbonation. You cannot have it once you've had the gastric.
Well, you could open one of those.
Look fantastic.
Get the carbonation out and drink it and enjoy it.
Just flavor your water. That's not the point.
Just pour it from a height.
Junior.
Okay, Junior. Yep.
They had a school project. They had to write a message in a bottle. He did it. Put it in a Polar Seltzer bottle.
Yeah.
And the girl who found it, her father owned the Polar company.
Oh, the Crowleys.
So like the CEO or whatever it was. And it's just funny because he was, he was from, I think he was living in Taunton. And I think he went to Taunton High School. And that's what happened.
All right, so screw the TV. Was the vet okay?
The key point is that I was okay.
Wait, you were in the vet?
My mom was pregnant with me. Yes. What?
I'm going to be a pregnant lady. I'm going to sit in the trunk of a Corvette with a giant TV on my lap.
I don't know if she was in the trunk or the front seat or what they did, but yeah, she was.
Older. Where was Junior?
Junior was not there. He wasn't born yet.
How was Junior involved in this?
He wasn't involved at all.
How was he involved? Where did the Corvette story come from?
Because his father.
Yeah.
You said you didn't believe that he existed. And I was telling you.
His father owned a Corvette?
Yes. Oh. And they drove on there. Welcome to the ADHD podcast.
Attention deficit syndrome.
We do jump all over the place. We cover a little.
What happens when your mother.
Sometimes we go as long as 2 hours, just all over the place. And then, of course, we refer to shit from the first podcast.
Yeah,
you people have no way of knowing if you haven't binge watched, but you should watch because it's crazy.
So Tracy did not know that part of the story, but Mom's brain was not fully formed to make good decisions.
There's so many things. Yeah, she was not. I would not be here if she was fully formed to make good decisions, and or if abortion were more readily accessible in 1976.
Yeah. It's not good.
So you have a story to tell us?
I don't know what I have.
Is it worth showing us the image, or should you just tell us?
I could just tell you. Apparently, NASA wants to come up with a new clock for the moon, where seconds are faster than they are on Earth. It just complicates everything.
So we're like,
what time is it on the moon,
everybody's
honey?
Like, get rid of daylight savings. I think we should just like.
I can't even keep track of the time on the goddamn stove.
Why do we have to be so fucking scheduled about everything?
Crazy.
Why can't we just enjoy life?
Tracy says she is so glad you're here due to her bad decision.
Thank you.
I'm glad she's here too. Because
there's a lot of people that don't.
I'd be doing some podcasts with somebody named Linda. It was boring.
I don't know if Linda would do a podcast with you.
I like deviled eggs, Douglas. How about you? Yes, Linda. Yes, Linda.
Dude, I've seen podcasts like that where I'm like, oh my God, what am I watching? Are we like, do you guys watch, like, what, tell us, especially if you're out there and you don't know us, can you tell us like what we're doing good and what we're doing wrong? Because like we watch other podcasts and we're like, this is boring as fuck. And then we watch this one and we're like, we're hilarious.
We think we're funny.
So
speaking of funny, Pimps and Hoes, says Courtney.
Courtney is from the land of the Munchkin City in the county in the land of.
I just want to see her walking around with a giant lollipop.
She's teeny tiny.
I want to see her run around.
She can get special plates as like a little person. We're so proud because we wanted a little person friend this year, and we've got one now. We've got one. We've got a blind.
We do.
Friend.
We have one. Tracy, the time we know today is not the time of 50 years ago. Science say we're rotating fast. Yeah, and the poles are changing.
We just stop with the whole time of it all, and we just get up.
That's right.
With the sun.
With the sun when it's warm. Go harvest your whatever.
And then
shut the hell up.
Everybody's happy.
Jason says Doug's oldest old man comment staying to date. I can't even make sense of the time on the stove. I just changed it like a week. It's been like 3 weeks since the time changed, and I'm like, oh, okay. Because So, anyways, you're right.
You should see when he tries to order Chipotle on his.
Oh my God, we're driving in the Jeep. We're going, and I'm trying to not let my phone out the Jeep.
Okay, but how is it that I can order all of our Chipotle while driving?
Because your have been activated. You've used it within the last month, and your card is active.
That's not true. That's not true.
It was true at Dunkin's.
I have added. I will fucking do that shit like on the road. Like this is my credit card number. I don't have my credit card number memorized. Every time I get my number memorized, I get a new fucking card. It kills me. You just got a new debit card.
Did. I don't know that.
What do we use a debit card?
Courtney has got some sort of yellow face. I don't know what's going on there. And she says, "What?
Okay, I called her a midget and stuff.
Where can I get these special plates? You just go to your RMV and say, I'm a little
seriously,
person.
You just give them a letter.
Can we start sending me some of y'all's tax dollars? No, my tax dollars go to hardworking individuals, not freeloading
midgets.
Little people.
Okay, first of all, Courtney is a mom raising 6 children
she's changing
our diapers.
She's got some sketchy shit going on, folks. She's importing salt from the Himalayas. It's crystals. Yeah, I know what kind of crystal she's
And her
importing.
husband was selling weed in the neighborhood. She's in a legal state.
Crystals like Heisenberg.
Did you hear it? I just went.
Yeah. Yeah, she always.
I'm gonna get flirting lessons from the kid down the street.
Somebody needs flirting
if
lessons.
Something happens to Doug. Well, I do have a lot of backup husbands. If you want to be a backup husband, send me a dick pic.
I have 0 backup wives.
gmail.com. I got a dick pic.
You got a dick pic? I got
0
titty pics.
I got
nothing. I got nothing. So I have 0 backup. Maybe I just have to. I have to like start working the socials on that because Courtney refused to take food stamps, even though I thought I could possibly get $1,500. Give me that. I don't. I'm not too proud to. Ain't too proud to beg. I don't need to see that. Thank you.
Okay. But where is that though? Is that? Oh, it is in the camper.
She's showing me somebody's like naked.
Well, you were complaining that you didn't get to see any pictures.
No, I didn't complain that I didn't get to see any. Nobody sent me any. They sent you dick pics, ass pic, all this kind of stuff.
Because you say you don't want to.
The second time we've talked about ass pics. I want to see everyone.
I want to see all of your naked bodies. Send it to me at maritalhate@gmail.com. Doug doesn't even know that.
So Courtney says, I'm hard-headed and refuse to let them put their thumb on my MF head. So we were talking about putting a thumb up your MF butt earlier tonight to check your MF prostate.
And of course you have deviled eggs, motherfucker. I will say this. So I actually wrote, my degree's in economics. I know, right?
Yeah, that and a nickel will get you a civil service job.
85% of CEOs are economics undergraduates.
I dropped out of art school.
So, okay. In any case, so I did my thesis on welfare reform, and the reality is that people who
good luck with that
they basically the way that the system is set up is that basically once you're on the system, you're on the system. That it's like they had this welfare to work initiative under Clinton, and it actually just fucking made things even worse. So people have, statistically speaking, if you're a recipient of welfare as a child, you are 7 times more likely to be a recipient of welfare as an adult than the average population. So it becomes almost like an understanding the system and how it works and how to get benefits. And it's a fucking full-time job. It's fucking hard. And the problem is that it doesn't give people a hand up. It gives people a handout. So my thesis was the whole concept that it should be that we should give low interest loans to families in need as opposed to a blank check, and that their caseworker would get a portion, like a commission for when they pay back their money. So they're invested in their success. But most people, Americans are prideful people, especially people who come from an immigrant experience. They've come from, like my family came from Portugal. My grandfather came when he was 5 years old on the boat. Very hardworking person, worked so hard his entire life. And I think that especially in the, the American experience, but especially in the immigrant experience, we're very prideful, hardworking people. And so for people that are like that, taking a handout is a very difficult thing to do. But I would argue that it's not a handout because it's your fucking tax dollars. So if you need it, if you qualify, then you should take it. Because there are people out there that don't need them, that take advantage of the system. I want my tax dollars to go to help people in need. I would rather, and here's the thing, there was a meme, I think yesterday or today, and it was like, as long as we have people in our country that need, social welfare or people are not going hungry or everybody can pay their bills, we shouldn't be giving money to foreign countries.
Well, world doesn't work that way. Life's not fair.
So you don't agree with that? I do agree with that.
I have I'm setting you up for a good one right here.
All right.
So Courtney says, yep, once you're on it, it's hard to get off. Like my dick.
It's hard to get off? Y'all. You know why he doesn't let me touch his dick on the podcast? Because he would pop off and it would make a mess everywhere. Because old as he may be, and rickety as he may be, old man still blows like Old Faithful.
Old rickety.
Old man blows like, that's what I'm going to call your cock from now on. Old Faithful.
But just chalk dust comes out now.
But it's not chalk dust that comes out, but it does lean.
Like an old creaky clock.
To the left, to the left. That's the first and only time you'll ever hear me.
Jason says, I would like a 35-cent commission for promoting Doug's new music. Please pay after Doug makes 126,000 reverse Spotify.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Jason, we'll give you 35 cents.
We'll get you that.
So Jason, what you do if you like, you're going out for the night or whatever, just put it on repeat. And just let it play for your cat or your dog. I mean,
or somebody, maybe you don't like it. Maybe you send it to someone you don't enjoy. Courtney has put an eggplant and some liquid
and one of those yellow faces again. I don't know what kind of Hep C you got going over there.
Old man. She does not have Hep C. Leave her alone.
She's got a yellow face.
Jason, I would tell you that it's better to be our great friend than that we thank by taking him to dinner and letting him stay in our guest room, than it is to be a business partner with us because we ain't got no money.
Well, you never know. This album can take off.
It's coming.
Everybody could listen to it.
The podcast is coming. It
only takes.
This podcast will be a household name, and the album will have sold. It will be platinum.
There'll be some sort of
kind of like your hair.
Platinum.
Maybe we can make your hair look like you dyed at platinum, and maybe it won't sell because you look.
Maybe
old.
I should just change my name to Platinum Man or just Platinum.
I thought Old White Man would be a good
old
white guy, just an old the album name, just an old white guy,
just an old white guy trying to get a nut.
Just an old white. What, you trying to get a nut?
Remember that old line from that Orange Juice Jones song? I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
I understand that, but when you say I'm an old man trying to get a nut in this day and age,
I don't know.
It makes me think I should take you down to the
ranch. Nobody knows Orange Juice Jones anymore.
Not the Ranch Cruisers. And by the way, our friend Ron is a bartender there. Shout out to Ron.
We have a friend. Mm-hmm. Who's our friend?
Wants to take us to a gay bar.
Yeah.
Let's start.
I don't know why I'm saying yeah. I don't know.
At the gay
I'll
bar.
go. I'll go anywhere. He's not cooped up here listening to my album on repeat, trying to get 2 cents, 0.200th of a cent.
On Marital Hate with Doug and Stacey today, we asked. So we talked about the administration takes. FMK. I don't know if you did this one. I had to look up the third guy's name. I don't know if I would know him from anything else, but
yes. Daniel's back. Daniel hasn't been in here in ages. Hello, howdy, Daniel. Daniel says howdy.
He's probably found a new lady and didn't want to hear me.
I don't know, Daniel. You missed the launch of my new album. I hope you give it a listen.
Yeah, Daniel, check out the new album.
Yeah,
let
Mr.
us know what you think. Maybe you'll think his voice sounds tinny. So today's theme of
Nirvana,
Fuck, Marry, Kill was Nirvana. So that's Kurt Cobain up front there.
They're all too dirty to have sex with.
And then we've got Dave Grohl, Kurt Cobain, and Chris Novoselic. So I went with marrying Novoselic because I don't want to deal with Courtney Love. I don't want to deal with somebody with a heroin
he's
problem.
Bald now.
He's bald. I do like bald.
He's got the band.
I'm gonna fuck Cobain because I can say fuck Kurt Cobain, and I'm gonna kill Dave Grohl because Dave Grohl tried to impart his fucking medical decisions on anybody who wanted to attend one of his concerts, and I don't support that. So there you go. Fuck you, Dave Grohl. Doug, who do you want to marry, fucking kill out of those three?
Well, nobody knows who the Chris guy is, right? They know him, but they don't know him.
But that's
right?
my point. He's like the quiet one, so he's unassuming. He got that sweet Nirvana money.
I'm gonna kill Cobain because he's already. Well, no, I'll kill that guy. I'll marry Cobain. He dies. I get his money. Then I marry. No, wait. I just killed 2 people.
You can't just kill off Nirvana because you're jealous of their fame.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I need to. I need to marry Grohl because he's friends with like McCartney, and I can hang out with McCartney. That would be pretty cool.
You're gonna have to get a vaccine first.
So, Daniel needs some gigs in the Plymouth area, in Plymouth, Mass.
We're not there.
No anymore. Ladies for me. I'm on the wagon.
Good for you.
I just got home from Plymouth.
He can be taught.
So yeah.
Well, David, I'm glad you can be taught.
Your pants,
perhaps you would like to marry one of the members of Nirvana. Do you have a choice?
Yeah, I don't have that.
And then the other one was this stirred quite a bit of controversy.
Yeah, people didn't get this.
First of all, it's swim in a pool full of Nutella or swim in a pool full of maple syrup, and people are, you don't know how physics works. You don't know how to swim. That's not how things work. And blah 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 blah. Just go with it, people. I stole it from another fucking website. We're just answering the question. Which one would you rather swim with? And I'm telling you that there's a lot of nasty, nasty ingredients in Nutella.
So I'm going with the maple syrup because that way I can see if there's a shark below me circling in the pool and if I'm in any danger. You can't see through
I'm also doing the syrup. I'm not swimming in Nutella because it has a lot of bad ingredients. What?
I don't know. It's kind of silly.
Why is it silly?
Because
wouldn't you want a fucking full? Here's the question.
It would be. Imagine what that would feel like.
What would you fill a pool with and swim in if you could?
Oh, A&W root beer.
That'd be like cold and fizzy.
Cold and fizzy. The bubbles would feel good. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Cold and fizzy. I don't think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Probably Evian. I think swimming around in Evian would be a cool thing. Isn't that what like rich people do? They swim around in Evian in their pools. Palm oil, Nutella has palm oil, which is not good for you.
It's really not good for you. It has sugar, soy lectin.
We have palm trees in our yard. I don't even think that's good.
And
soy lecithin.
You don't want that. Vanillin. It's.
Why don't they just put vanilla? It's like shorter of a word.
It's just not good for you. It's loaded with sugar. So,
are you trying to show this on the screen?
No,
you are not. Yeah.
No. It's 2 tablespoons contains 21 grams of sugar, or about 5 teaspoons of sugar. Shockingly, a serving of Nutella contains more sugar than the same size serving of Betty Crocker milk chocolate rich and creamy frosting,
just give me
which contains 17. You're not supposed to have any more than 6 teaspoons a day. Men should limit women. Men should be 9 teaspoons a day. So you could basically have 2 scoops of Nutella or you die.
You die.
In any case,
thank you, Nutella, for the
it's
sponsorship.
High in fat and calories. I don't disagree with I disagree with the fat, but I think fat's good for you. It's just an unhealthy fat that they're using in palm oil. And then it's more natural than some similar products. I don't even know what to say. It's more natural than drinking turpentine. I wonder if there is we had ordered one at one point. A natural alternative to Nutella, and I forget which one it was. But it was theoretic 7 healthy alternatives
to Nutella.
Nutella. Well, I am going to share this with you.
Here it comes, folks. Look alive.
So here's your 7 healthy alternatives to Nutella. Yeah, that's what we're going with. No calotiata, organic hazelnut spread with cocoa and milk. It's $11 on Amazon. Is food really that expensive? Ask and no say hey. Bill, baby, lie. That's $13. You can only order it from them. The Justin's, you sing it?
No, it's
Justin's stands apart because it also contains almonds, which do make their presence known, but only subtly. The spread is grainier than the others, more lightning.
We're talking a lot about nuts tonight and nut sauces and things like that.
I like sauces and I like your nuts. Thank you.
All right,
I like the sauces that come
out
of your nuts. What?
This is not a PG show.
No, it is not.
I like the sauce that comes out of your nuts. That's my wife, folks.
You should be so lucky as to have a wife like me.
You are my wife.
Do you know how many men have been willing to be my backup husband? And I got
5.
one guy to send me a dick pic. I know he's happily married, but I got a dick pic. It's a dick I'm terrified of, but it's a dick pic nonetheless. Gem, and by the way, send your dick pics, maritalhate@gmail.com.
No, thank you.
Gem Hazelnut Vegan. Gem's taking Nutella as one. It's truly outrageous. Truly outrageous. Oh, Gem.
Like none of this.
Why are you singing with me?
I don't know the song because I'm not 14 years old in 19 something.
No, you goddamn creeper. They found a nice chocolate to hazelnut flavor ratio, but could use a touch of salt to pull everything together. Just put on some fucking
salt in
but
it.
That
Stop
shit,
complaining.
That shit
you
goes.
Blogger.
Get this, what they get for it. $19.02 on Amazon. I bet that shit is fucking good. Nutso Paleo Chocolate Power Swirl 7 Nut and Seed Butter. Blah blah blah. Thrive Market.
That's a word my mom would use. Oh, that
Oliver and
Nutso.
Co.'s Extreme Hazelnut. $22. Romeo and Beyond Gourmet Raw Chocolate Hazelnut Spread, and then so should I share these articles to the wall? Do you guys find them to be helpful, or what do you want us to do with them? I don't know. And I just thought you would be amused by that, and then I was going to show you. So whatever you want to fucking swim in, you can answer the questions if there are any.
I don't know what woof woof means, and then it says I plead the fifth on that, Stacy.
Well, there you go. I would say that you should swim in a pool, whatever it is that
whatever
you
like
to swim in a pool of.
Yeah.
I personally like to actually swim, but being in a pool of Nutella wouldn't really be swimming, but it might feel good. I just don't want that palm oil all over my skin. So I would go with a healthier alternative to Nutella versus maple syrup.
That'd be very expensive.
Maple syrup will have a lower glycemic spike than sugar will. So that's why honey or maple syrup.
But don't get any
in
your eye, because your eye will be stuck shut for life.
Probably not. Side note, it's not syrup. What do we do with maple syrup? We use it for sweetener and everything.
Sweetener and
lemonade.
Yeah.
In my lemonade, I have it every day. We go through a lot of maple
we do.
syrup.
We go through
probably
a goodly amount.
I probably need to cut my maple syrup consumption down. So we had that, and then of course, the dry and the wet don't go together. And I don't know what you were talking about.
I have no idea.
You were talking about cereal. You were just talking about, you were like, the dry and the wet do not go together. I didn't know what
no, you know what it was? Oh, what was it? I think it was some food that we had.
Yeah. Oh, it was cheese and pepperoni. Remember, you were like that. No, this cheese is too wet for that, or this cheese is too dry for that. The dry and the wet don't go together.
Yeah, you can't have two.
I think it was it was like cheese and a cracker, but it was just funny how you said that. And of course, we did Frog Radar, and then we asked everybody what their favorite toy growing up was. Did you answer this?
I did not answer this because I couldn't decide what my favorite toy growing up was.
Favorite toy growing up. Corn syrup is in everything, not in anything in this house. We don't buy that shit.
Tracy said, I'd be willing to try a good hazelnut spread. I've only eaten Nutella a handful of times in my life, but I don't want the syrup in my puss.
I agree with you, girl. And she also says corn syrup is in everything. Yeah. Corn syrup is not in anything that I buy in my house.
Not in this house.
That shit.
Watch out.
Sorry. Okay. So what was your favorite toy growing up?
I had several. I mean, just depends what year. When I was little, Legos were great, and then you know what I always liked? This is so stupid. When I was a kid, I thought I wanted to go into aviation because I loved those little balsa planes you'd get at the drugstore, and you'd wind up
the wooden ones.
The wooden one, you wind up the rubber band, you fly and go all over the place, and it was fantastic.
So that was your favorite toy?
That was one of them. I had plenty of them.
So, what was your favorite toy growing up? Mine was sit and spin.
Yeah.
I would fucking sit on that thing.
Still is.
All fucking day. Tell me I wasn't sensory seeking ADD little kid. I also loved Simon Says.
Simon.
The buttons. Simon. Perfection. Super
Perfection was good. Basket was also good.
I did not have that. Perfection, Superfection.
The little handheld electronic games. I had millions of those things.
I loved Barbies. I would go to my grandmother would buy me a Barbie, and my grandma Lucy, the one the one that the death story that I tell that is like hilarious and horrifying all the time. In any case, she would buy me a Barbie, and I would get every piece of fabric that she had left over, and I would make dresses for my Barbies.
That's very nice.
I wanted to be a fashion designer so bad, and I was into Madonna, and she called me the Material Girl. Oh, the Material Girl!
I just thought of some other toy that
she's called me the Material Girl my whole life. I can't even believe I forgot that.
I believe this thing was called Rotodraw. It was a disc, right? And it was it had like little shapes or whatever. So you tack that to a piece of paper. It was not like Spirograph, but you tack it in the middle, and you draw a line, right? And so you do one, and then you find the one, and then you trace the template through the thing, and then you turn. No, it was different. So then you turn it to number 2, and then you go find number 2 and you draw it. And then when you're done, you lift it up and you've drawn something like a car, or the best one was the plane. The plane looked like it was like thing, and I think that's maybe why I wanted to be like some sort of artist, because it was like that thing. And so years later, I bought one on eBay to play with my kids, and I don't know if we ever really used it that much, but there's that was a little toy that we liked. And I also, my other favorite toy that I bought my kids and we played all the time was Aurora Derby. It was this big friggin' horse race game, and you flicked a ball and it went up, and if it went in the hole, your horse went up like a length.
Mm-hmm.
And so the four of you on each corner, you're playing this thing, and it's like that carnival game, like you're rolling more. So, but that was for the house. So, loved that when I was a kid, and I bought it for my kids off of eBay. So
I loved Monopoly as a kid, and I would always win. I loved cribbage. I played cribbage as like a little kid with my grandfather. Like that was like our thing. I mean, there were pictures of me sitting on my great uncle Jim's lap while I played cribbage, and I loved. So Monopoly, cribbage, fashion plates.
Yeah, you love those. Yeah.
Oh my God, fashion plates was my favorite. And then I don't know. I could entertain myself with anything. I remember I would play with my grandmother's calculator for hours, just like a piece of paper. So anyway,
Daniel's favorite was when he was 12. He got a 12 gauge shotgun that his mom got for him.
I bought one of our friends' kids their first Red Ryder BB gun.
That's good. Tracy, her least favorite toy was the Skip It. That shit hurt my ankles when you missed.
Okay, so I had a pogo ball, and I was really, really good at it.
What is a pogo ball?
It's the ball on either side of the disc that you stand on, and you bounce on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I was so good at that.
Pogo sticks were good. My dad built the stilts at his shop, and we would walk around on the stilts. My brother had a unicycle. That was a lot of fun. Those aren't really toys, though.
Well, and now we have a Jeep. The best toy of all. We have a pool, and we have sex parts in sex toys. And Doug has a Volvo.
Yeah, I do.
So everybody's favorite toys. Trace said Cabbage Patch Kids. I especially love the one that was bald and smelled like baby powder. His name was Joshua. I don't even know how I remember that. And then
Julie, she and Loie said her Fisher-Price House and Family.
And Andrea said, my dolls, I tended to them and drove mother crazy before bed. I could not go to bed until each doll one was undressed and tucked into bed. Some had doll beds, some in the carriage, 2 in the bassinet, and several in homemade box beds. I was obsessed. All I ever wanted was to be a mother. How blessed I was with 4 beautiful children. I wanted 6, but my husband felt 4 was plenty. So I played nanny for several years until grandkids came.
Nice.
And I was telling Andrea she's gonna blink and she's gonna be a great grandma. And of course, none of none of her granddaughters are married yet, but they're all getting older and they're doing their thing in life. And you blink and it goes by. And I want to share something that my grandmother Eloise told me once that I thought was absolutely brilliant. And I think every time I meet an older woman, I always think of this. And of course, Andrea Scott, her granddaughters are old enough to have children. They just haven't had them yet. And they will when they're ready. If they're ready, that's their decision. But what my grandmother said to me was, I was put on this earth to be a mother. It was my calling. And I love being a mom. It was the greatest job I ever had. She said, but being a grandmother was even better because you could spoil them rotten and send you home, except me, because she was stuck with me. And then she said, but being a great grandmother is the best of all because you're so old and senile. They figure you'll drop the baby and nobody ever asks you to babysit. So that was pretty good.
Hot Wheels. Played with Hot Wheels all the time.
Oh, and what's the car thing with the gun?
Oh, the AMF, the slot
my dad
cars.
and I would play that. It was so much fun.
Good stuff.
So some of our friends are a little younger than we are because we get the Skip It and then the Teddy Ruxpin and his pal Grubby. I played those cassettes. So my much older brother broke Teddy because he thought if he held his mouth shut, he would stop talking. Joke's on him. Teddy just turned into a ventriloquist. He had different outfits for different stories. Sidebar, my mom was the OG. She bought another Teddy and put the broken Teddy in the new Teddy's box and returned it. We were outside the return window when Teddy was assaulted.
I'm wondering why Toys R Us went under.
I'm glad Reese's mom committed a little fraud there for her. The struggle is real. And then Roberts. Thoughts. Skates. I know it's not a toy, but I love them. No, I think you can love skates. And then Billy said, "Do you want
Billy from Peru?"
Billy from Peru said, "Do you want me to answer that?" I said, "Yep." And he said, "My bathroom bidet." So I thought he was going to go with something else. And I am proud of Billy. There's Doug with a CD on his face. So, and the hashtags. We had some hashtags
coming.
So we got all these people in from Twitter. We can't misguide them. We have to talk about our hashtags. So hashtag Marital Hate. Marital Hate is the name of our podcast. We would love it if you could support us Share, like, follow, tell your friends, tell your enemies, whatever. I think you can even send us money. In any case, that's the name of Marriage, We're Married Comedy, because I think I'm fucking funny. If I'm not, Empty Nesters, because our nest, it is empty. 6 grown kids.
It is 9.
4 girls, 2 boys.
Of coop.
Here's the story of a man named Douglas. And Wesley and Nolan, Doug's sons, have both been on the podcast.
And they help us with stories.
They do help, actually. Wes helped with stories, and Nolan sent us a bunch of short clips today.
I have more stories, but I'm not going to read them because they're not time sensitive. Actually, only one of them is time sensitive, so I can read it because I think it's one of our hashtags.
Okay, so we're about to get to that. Hashtag LGBTQ. We always like to make sure that y'all know that we're LGBTQ friendly. One of our favorite followers is Master Hater Tracy. And Courtney says, "Hey, I have 4 girls and 2 boys too." How fucking funny is that?
Sounds like a night at art school.
So tonight is learning to go F yourself. Yes, I know.
Never happened.
See, when all of my stories are true, you have to make up fake things.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not true. I never had 4 girls at one time and 2 boys at the same time. Never happened.
I haven't either. What are you doing over there?
What are hashtags?
Oh, there's a I looked here and I thought it was you live, and I was like, why are you making that face right now? That's rude. Okay. So I don't know if you're aware of this. Cannabis, I am on some. It's just starting to kick in, though, so I really haven't been all that entertaining tonight. Sorry. Spirituality, we talked about a little bit about that. Conspiracy, I hate the fucking government. I will talk about conspiracies all day long.
Why does it have to be a government conspiracy? Why can't it be some other conspiracy?
Media conspiracies? Want to talk about those?
It's always government and media. Everything's terrible.
Not everything is terrible.
Do something like a fun conspiracy.
I'm sorry. I talk about delightful
things. Like Sandy Duncan's eye. Is a fun
We
conspiracy.
Have beat Sandy Duncan's glass eye to death. It's broken. Okay, Sandy
was never glass, so there you go. So
you finally learned. It's taking you glass. 10 years. We do talk about natural health, and there's quite a bit of dark humor here. We apologize for that. The Bills Mafia. So
big news.
Fucking
today.
Diggs is gone. So first Tre'Davious White gone. They thought that they were going to save him, but no, gone. And now Diggs gone. If on Monday, Josh Allen's still around.
No, Josh is good.
The Bills are like, you know what? We're just going to try with Tom Brady.
But look at this, spinning it into a positive. Bills, Stephon Diggs trade is all about extending Josh Allen's prime. They got to get younger. They're gonna they're gonna save a bunch of cap, not this year, but next year and the year after. So I guess basically what happened is Steph was their number 1 receiver, but last year, the second half of the year, the numbers weren't there. So, and he's been sort of cryptic tweets and stuff like that, and he may have asked for a trade. So they traded him. He went to the Texans.
Did he have some issues with attitude this year?
No, everybody thought he had attitude issues because he was like this diva or whatever. And I actually knew a guy that knew him personally and said, "Oh, he's a diva, whatever." But when he came to Buffalo, he was fantastic. He was playing catch with the kids in the crowd every day and like every game, and just seemed like he was a team player and just super motivated and super wanting to win. And I think.
But then, where did this impression come from?
It came from him in Minnesota, where he played before. And he wanted to get paid, and he started talking
some
about
diva behavior.
Yeah.
So here's my question, though: Is it possible that there's that honeymoon phase?
Definitely, and I think
because you want the fans to like you, and the team is going to have you on your best behavior, but I think that there's a honeymoon phase. So I think that maybe if it's possible, and I don't know the man, I don't know the fucking any of it, but I think it's possible that he's got diva behavior, and that he's on his best behavior for a while, and people get sick of his shit. But I could be wrong. It could have been purely financial. But I don't. If you have a situation, it's the system's not working because the Bills haven't been able to win.
Well, that's the thing. Like people are sorry to see him go because he's so good, but we weren't able to win with him.
Now, what happens with Josh? Like, okay, so let's say they're switching people out.
Yeah.
And let's say Josh Allen doesn't get them to a championship this year.
Yeah.
Then is it on Allen? Or is it on the shakeup that they just had? Because is it a new building team?
Well,
who are they replacing these players with?
There's a lot that goes into it because you have salary cap issues. You have well, don't even talk about it. But this
NFL is rigged.
This is actually pretty funny. Speaking of, I haven't heard anything about Monster Dogs tonight. You feeling okay, Stacey? I mean, I came in late, but still, been on a while. I haven't heard anything about Monster Dogs. She did talk about her dick pic, which was from a Monster Dog. So there's that.
There is that. So why are you exiting the digs thing? But
because we kind of talked about it.
So my whole thing is, one, the NFL is rigged. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. Two, I don't really care. But when you came in this morning, the look on your face, he goes like this.
It's just it was shocking.
Just like this. They traded Diggs.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
So wherever they traded it,
but
just a look on his face, like,
the more you think about it, like, yeah, I guess that's.
Dude, you look like you had seen a ghost.
He was like
you were upset. You were upset about White.
I'm still upset about Trey White.
And now the Diggs thing. I mean, what would they have to do now? Like, is there something if they cut Allen? Would that be like?
Well, yeah.
What would they have to do for you to be like, fuck the Bills?
Well, they could do probably a bunch of different things, but like they could have they could say we hate gays or something. I would give up on them. Something like that.
The Bills, the whole team would say collectively we hate gays. What if Josh Allen said something homophobic?
Then that would be I would have issue with that. I don't have to agree with them. I don't agree with you 100% of the time, but you pick a team. You follow the team, and they're your guys, and you spend a lot of time watching them.
Herein lies the point. You have, if you're a public figure with a platform, you're responsible. You're responsible for what you say, especially if you are a role model to America's youth. I realize I say fucked up shit on this podcast all the time. I also realize nobody likes me, so and it's not for children. We're here to make you think.
Speaking of cat dragged in, Kevin O'Keefe is here.
What's up, Kev?
What's going on?
I do not have any heavy metal for you, but I do miss you, and I would love to see you.
Kevin, my album came out this week. Look for it on all major platforms. Doug Gear,
everywhere.
Songs 1 through 10.
And if you have a Google Home and you say, "Hey Google, play Doug Gear songs 1 through 10,"
it comes on. Okay, playing Doug Gear 1 through 10. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Although the first time we did it played Woody Guthrie, but now it does it like clockwork.
Yeah. Welcome in, Kevin. That's Courtney. She's too young for you, Kevin.
Well, and she's also married with 6 kids. I don't think Kevin's at the point in his life where he wants to deal with 6 kids.
Wait, we have 6
Kevin's
kids.
like grandpa age.
Kevin's a good man. But he used to be in radio. So maybe he'll take my album and he'll be like my PR guy or something. I don't know.
Kevin be Doug's PR guy. We'll give you a cut. You can be the colonel to Doug's side.
You be my colonel. Colonel O'Keefe. Hey, Colonel O'Keefe.
I will say this. Would you want to be? Do you remember in Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire is the agent, and the wife is like goes in there and goes to town on Jerry Maguire. He's like, the wife goes into Jerry Maguire's office and yells at him.
Right.
That's me. I'm the wife.
Yeah.
We came to play.
He says, I'm Navy Doug.
Thank you for your service. Okay, so are there other hashtags?
Oh.
So
sorry, back to the hashtag.
Streaming, that's what we're doing. We hashtag swingers because we love talking about swingers, and for some reason
a lot of questions.
People think we're hot. I mean, like, I don't think we're hot, but like people think we're hot enough to be swingers, or they want to swing with us, and it's helping pick up traction.
Yeah, so they'll tune in.
If everybody needs to think we're swingers, then that's fine. Maybe we'll be out in public and somebody will buy us dinner. By the way, we will be swingers if you take us on travel. If you take us on a domestic vacation within the continental United States, you
get a certain level of
soft swap. If you take us international, or Hawaii or Alaska,
on one of the below deck yacht trips, you might get a little.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. By the way, he's never had sex with a man, so
that's right. That's got to be worth like
a month in Australia, if you ask me.
What is this? Indecent proposal?
Yeah, but like I'm gonna say something really, really, really fucked up.
Yeah, this is my wife, folks.
You know how like Epstein took all these like young girls and enticed them and told them they were going to get modeling jobs and all this fucked up shit and took them to an island and obviously took advantage of them, right?
Alleged.
But they couldn't understand what was happening. Allegedly. Like, it's not like anybody's ever come to our house and been like, hey, do you guys want to be middle-aged people who get fucked on an island by other middle-aged people on an island? And we'd be like,
that doesn't sound really
we get
enticing.
to live on an island. That's not so bad. I don't know. How often do we get fucked?
It's called the Keys.
Who do we have to have sex with? I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm willing to try. I'm willing to have sex for travel. What I would do for a leisure travel van? What would I do for a leisure travel van?
You'd become airtight. I know you. Actually, I just learned that term the other day on the internet. And I've been waiting to use it. So Courtney says, pineapple smiley, which is in a reference to a swinger symbolism is what it is.
Wait,
what are you doing? What are you writing down?
I was just writing the time down.
Okay.
That's the pineapples, but that pineapple is right. It's supposed to be upside down.
Yeah, but
you can do
that.
Flamingos, and guess what we have?
Flamingos. Look at them, and look at they're wet and shiny.
We have currently 6.
We have a lot of them.
Adults and 3 children, but the children don't watch the adults do anything. We're not creepy like that. Okay.
Did you just make Stacy blush, Doug? Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did for the first time ever.
# airlock
or airtight.
Airtight. Sorry. And so Southwest Florida, we live here.
We live here. It's raining.
We have ADHD. In case you haven't gathered that one for yourself, Bills, we're fucked. Chance the Rapper getting divorced. He got a little marital hate for real. Our marital hate, it's an inside joke. It's something that makes us laugh. They have they made an announcement. They're like, hey, we've decided our marriage can't work. We have 3 beautiful children, blah, blah, blah. Please respect our privacy. Please respect their fucking privacy. There's young children involved.
Yes, please.
And I thought I think that's what should kind of happen with every divorce.
I was made aware by of Chance the Rapper on NPR of all places. And I'm like, this guy's like pretty, it sounds like,
what is he
like
saying?
He's pretty together. Oh, I couldn't tell you. But his stuff is interesting. It's good. It's kind of like thought-provoking and stuff. So we could check that out.
App Store was down, but it's back up. Massachusetts. I don't know why the fuck Massachusetts is trending, but we're from Massachusetts. Situate, Marshfield, kind of. Not originally.
Not originally.
Worcester.
Western
Berkeley, Taunton, Fall River, Somerset, Amherst, Lake, everywhere. In any case, Massachusetts was trending. And then Ozark is trending because Julia Garner of Ozark is going to be the Silver Surfer. She is joining the superhero universe of it all.
I would like all those. I just don't get them. I don't get what the big deal is.
I feel like you have to be
I've seen a couple of
involved in it from the beginning. I don't really love action adventure. I find it to be stressful.
But there's all this story behind it that people get all excited about.
Dialogue. I like dialogue. I like to listen to people converse. I like what we do here. Like I would love to watch that. So that's what we do. I don't know. Anyway, are we at 9:33? You had one more story you wanted to do?
No, I didn't. I showed my digs thing. I'll save these other ones for another night.
So that there wasn't another time sensitive one?
No, I think these are all good.
All right, well,
so we did the moon seconds. So we're good. We can save those stories for another thing.
To our gratitude.
Gratitude.
So we'd like to end every podcast with gratitude. We are so thankful for y'all. I can't even tell you. There are 38 people watching from my Twitter page, which means that we're getting fucked out of the marital hate Twitter people because that would be another 50 or so. 2 people over on YouTube, 1 on Facebook, 2 on marital hate Facebook, none on my Facebook, which is interesting. And then
we have people all over the globe.
And then we've got Courtney, thank you, Daniel, David, Tom, little Tommy Milmore, of course, Trace, and Donna.
Yeah, there's people from all over.
Jesus, everybody's in tonight. We love it.
Massachusetts, New York,
Jason Goo, of
Ohio, Wisconsin,
Georgia.
Courtney is in Nebraska? She said
in 2 Maracas, Georgia. Courtney, wherever Courtney.
Era Maracas, Georgia.
Daniel, Kevin, thanks you guys. Yeah. We love you so much. We're so glad you're here. We look forward to seeing you every day.
Every single day. No, yeah, absolutely. I'm super grateful for all the folks.
And anything you can do to support the podcast really helps us out. We don't make any money on it. We're losing money on it. We would like to make money on it. We'd like to make money to live on it, and we'd like to make money because, we'd like to make money to live off of it. And then also we would like to eventually do a nonprofit where we help people.
Wait, is this podcast like bizarre enough to get an endowment from like the government, the endowment from the arts?
It's possible.
It could be like so weird that like people think it's like modern art.
Well, it's a live interactive podcast that we do 5 nights a week. I don't know anybody else who does.
We bring joy to the goddamn people. That's what I tell you.
Because I know people do Twitch streams or whatever, but we do a live interactive podcast.
Any number of people could be watching us at any given
moment. They can say whatever they want.
And we will interact.
You have to be on YouTube or Facebook in order for us to pull your comments up. Yeah. But if you put a comment there, we'll check it later. Ann says,
"Good night, Ann.
Night all. Good night, Ann. I am thankful that I had fun church time today. I'm thankful that I was able to drive my Jeep today because I would have been sad. Yep. I'm always thankful for my Jeep. I'm always thankful for you. I'm thankful for all the delightful foods you made today, and I'm thankful for the snack you're going to make when we go inside the comments.
We're out of snacks.
I'm thankful we're winning Powerball tonight.
Yeah, we'll win that.
Also, my friend Mel needs a kidney, and if anybody has a kidney,
out there,
my friend Mel
that you haven't abused, Daniel.
She needs a kidney.
Daniel looks like he's been
going to
rough on his
dialysis
kidneys
3 times a week, and when she's not getting dialysis 3 times a week, she's volunteering at her church or singing "Baby Got Back" at karaoke.
Good. You want to bring up Tracy Marie's?
Tracy says, "Night, Ian."
But she also said she is thankful for both of us and a homemade lasagna by my mom. Nice.
She said it was
terrible.
Said
it was terrible, but it was good.
I'm thankful Becky is feeling better.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for the fun names of my town. I'm so glad Becky's feeling better too. I totally forgot about that. And Els says good night. I don't know who Els is, but we're like super excited that you're here. We hope you subscribe.
We love your little profile picture. That's a good picture right there.
We want to know more about you.
He might be a swinger. She, I don't know what it is.
Whatever you are, we love you.
I called you an it. I'm sorry, Els. I don't know.
Whatever you want us to call you, we'll call you.
That's right.
We have one guy that we call Archbishop.
Archduke is what I call him.
Archduke is being a fucking archdick lately. That's a whole other fucking story.
Well,
I've been friends with the man for 32 years.
Nikki and CGN Mill were.
Yeah.
We had a couple people over on
Nikki Baroni over on. It's Jen's kid. You are not old enough to watch this podcast. I love you. Please turn it off right now and never watch it again. Do not watch our podcast.
Who's Jen's kid?
Elliot.
Oh, yeah. Don't watch this. No, this is bad. Go. Shoo. No, we love you. I said no.
But if you want to chat sometime, just like FaceTime me.
Yeah, I don't watch this. This is miserable.
Get myself.
I don't even know how old she is now. She might be like 18,
DM me on Insta. I'll give you my cell phone. Yeah. Or Twitter. But yeah, no, you're not old enough.
Yeah, somebody's got to be a gatekeeper. Keep the kids out of this. This is not good.
Good
this
girl.
is not good.
I usually don't. I found it on Twitter verified. God help us.
Nice.
No,
there's always a way.
That's the kid that I bought the fucking Red Rider.
That's right. You did mention her tonight.
It's funny that we did mention her tonight. I didn't say her name, but yeah. In any case, great kid, but this podcast is not appropriate for children. She's not allowed to watch it until she's 40.
But it was. I'm sure she was delighted in seeing you.
But think about this. I know there's a group of young women that for various reasons we have relationships with that look up to me that are not allowed to watch a podcast until they're 50.
Until they're 50.
Fucking Zach.
Even then.
Like as it is, Zach is 22 years old.
He doesn't watch this.
Hasn't lived at home for 4 years now?
Yeah, he's been out for a while. Yeah.
He's been out of the house for 4 years. And he 4 years or 3 years. In any case, he's been out of the house for quite some time. And yet,
you still think of him as a small child.
He still got in trouble for watching our podcast from his mom.
Yeah.
Like, what game were you playing with them again? We were playing Get That Dirty Cock Away From Me.
Yes. And here
is the cock.
It's dirty. Dirty, indeed. All right, guys, we're going to bed.
Gratitude. Did you say
I said a bunch of stuff.
Did you say you're thankful for me?
I'm thankful for. I said I was thankful for you. I'm thankful for the.
I'm thankful for the bikini you're trying on.
The yummy. Yeah, I'm not trying on that.
You totally
golden
would.
bikini. Maybe tomorrow. See how the mood.
I bought all these bathing suits. I have to try them on. I don't want to try them on. I can never find swimsuits that fit. I found one. I need a couple. I'm in the pool every day. And I used to do it naked, but all these neighborhood kids just keep showing up. So no more naked swimming for me.
Well, all it takes is one time for them to see you naked, and they'll be, scarred for life.
Thank you.
They don't want to see no old lady in the pool naked.
Thank you.
Like I didn't want to see no old lady in the pool naked when I was a kid. You don't understand.
I don't understand.
No, you don't understand.
Do you want to just keep
to those kids?
You're
an old lady.
Just freaking. You're digging a hole. Do you have a ladder with you so you can get out of the hole you're digging yourself into?
Look. If you were a kid, would you want to see you naked?
Doug, stop. Stop.
I'm winding you up like a clock. All right, guys, I'm in enough trouble. I'll see you guys later.